Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahamevnawa. I'm so glad you're joining us so we can spend time together now as Kalyana Mitta, good spiritual friends. It's so important to have friends like all of you so we can encourage each other to do good things and give up doing bad things. In the sermon today, we'll learn the last quality of the itipiso gatha. Do you remember what it is? It's Bhagava. In English, sometimes we say blessed one or fortunate one. We'll also learn about some of the special marks that the Supreme Buddha had on his body. Have you ever heard of those before? There are 32, but today we'll just learn a few. At the end of the sermon, the Bhante wishes that we all become Satpurisa. See if you can figure out what that word means from the way that he uses it. We'll also practice Buddhanussati Meditation, the recollection of all of these great qualities that we've been learning of the Supreme Buddha. Now let's go for refuge and take the 5 precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say together with me. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now to observe the 5 precepts, say after me. Say loudly. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, meritorious children. The ninth quality, Bhagava, means the fortunate one. The Blessed One's ninth quality is Bhagava. Buddha, Bhagava. So, Bhagava means for the fortunate one. The Blessed One was fortunate. Why he was fortunate, children? He realized the Four Noble Truths without the guidance of a teacher. He developed great qualities in life, and he obtained unique qualities. Since he had all the unique qualities that should be obtained by a Buddha, the Blessed One is known as Bhagava. All the 9 qualities that Buddha has are unique. You can find those qualities only. You can find those qualities only in another Buddha. Not even the great Arahants have those qualities that Buddha had. What Buddha does is, Buddha realizes the path to Nibbana and he preaches that. Buddha realizes the path to Nibbana without the guidance of a teacher. Arahants learn the Dhamma from Buddha and practice and preaches. So the difference between Buddha and Arahants is Buddhas realize the Dhamma without the guidance of a teacher, and Buddhas has great, amazing, unique qualities. Then a Buddha is endowed with the 10 powers. You can call it Dasabala Jnana. Then Buddha is endowed with 4 knowledges. You call them Visharada Jnana. So in future programs we should learn this Dasabala Jnana, Visharada Jnana. So Buddha is endowed with great knowledge. So being endowed with great knowledges, Buddha is known as Bhagava. He is a fortunate one. Also, the Buddha was fortunate to have unlimited knowledge and great wisdom, as well as the deepest concentration. Now children, you might be knowing what concentration is, since you have been learning Dhamma so far. Concentration means, now imagine, now if you have to do something, when your mind is agitated, you can't focus towards one thing. While you are studying, you want to play. While you are playing, you want to study. And while the teacher is teaching something to you, your mind is somewhere else. While you are in the school, your mind is at home, thinking of playing games. While you are going for extra classes, after school classes, you are at home. So while our body is somewhere, our mind goes somewhere else. That's because of out of concentration. If we can focus for one thing at one time, our mind is concentrated. Then we are not distracted by unnecessary thoughts. So Buddha's mind was not distracted by evil thoughts. Buddha's mind was calm, was pure, just like a beautiful calm pond. When you go to that pond, you can see the small fish and the rocks and the small stones underneath the pond. You can see them very clearly. So our mind can be concentrated to that extent. So Buddha concentrated his mind and taught others to concentrate the mind. And dear children, the Blessed One's body was so beautiful. He had 32 special marks. What are those 32 special marks, children? Feet with level tread, so that the Blessed One places his foot evenly on the ground, lifts it evenly and touches the ground evenly with the entire soul. That was obtained by the Blessed One by undertaking mighty deeds to good purposes. The Blessed One was unwavering in good conduct of body, speech, and thought, in generosity. And he respected parents. The Blessed One in previous life respected parents, respected ascetics, Brahmins, and head of the clan, and in other highly meritorious acts. So as a result, Blessed One got a leveled foot. So the Buddha, after he become a Buddha, that special mark will help the Buddha in a way that Blessed One cannot be defeated by an enemy. Not by a ascetic, not by a Brahma, not by a Mara. Not with lust, hatred and delusion. So our Blessed One was special even from his body. What to think about his mind? The Blessed One's mind was also pure. What to think about the Blessed One's body? The body was also made with meritorious actions. Then the soles of the Buddha, the soles of his feet, are wheels of 1,000 spokes, complete with fellow and hub. So Buddha had various signs, special marks like this. So the reason that Buddha got these special marks underneath the foot was Buddha lived for the happiness of many people. He never frightened others. He gave protection for others. He gave shelter for others and supplied all necessities to people. That's why he got special marks underneath the foot. And as a result, children, Buddha will have a large retinue. Lot of monks, nuns, male and female lay disciples surround the Buddha. Humans, devas, brahmas, nagas, gandhabas all surround the Buddha and worship and respect the Buddha. So the Blessed One is and Bhagava, children. There are many qualities like that. The Blessed One had projecting heels, long fingers and toes, a divinely straight body. All those things were obtained by abstaining from killing living beings, by being kind and compassionate towards others, having friendship and sympathy for all living beings. As a result, the Blessed One lived long. No one can kill the Buddha. A Buddha will live the lifespan that a Buddha has to live and will attain Mahaparinibbana. No one can kill the Buddha. That is impossible. It was the greatest thing a person could do is shed the Buddha's blood with unpleasant mind. That was Devadatta. That's the maximum thing a person could do to the Buddha. Can never kill a Buddha. That much a Buddha is meritorious. Can never murder a Buddha even. That much a Buddha was meritorious. So when we say Bhagava, children, at least remember one sign of the Buddha. When you say Bhagava, you should remember, when you say itipiso Bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato loka vidu anuttara purisa dhammasarthi satta deva manusana buddho Bhagava. The moment when you say Bhagava, you should remember that he was fortunate because if we call him Bhagava, that's because Buddha was fortunate to have all the 9 qualities. Only a Buddha can hold those 9 qualities. That Buddha is only equal to another Buddha. So when we say Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, children, remember these things. When you say Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho, those wonderful qualities, when you chant the Buddha's wonderful and amazing qualities, you should remember the meanings. So when you say Bhagava, remember that the meaning of Bhagava means the Buddha is a fortunate one and Buddha was unique to have all these qualities. So I bless you wholeheartedly. May you have the opportunity to understand who a Buddha is and think of the Buddha day and night whenever possible and develop a happy mind and develop confidence in the Buddha and understand the realization of the Buddha. Believe in the realization of the Buddha. Then that is what you call Shraddha. So as human beings, we should live with Shraddha. If someone has Shraddha towards the Buddha, he is a Satpurisa. He is a Satpurisa. There's a sutta called Chula Punnama Sutta. In that sutta, Buddha preaches, if someone has confidence, he is a Satpurisa. So I bless you wholeheartedly. May you be able to become Satpurisa with the power of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, with the power of the 9 great qualities. May you be able to become a Satpurisa and realize the 4 noble truths. Recall the Buddha's qualities and realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Buddhanussati, recollection on the qualities of the Supreme Buddha. Now we're going to sit quietly and think about the excellent qualities of the Supreme Buddha that we've been learning over the last few episodes. Did you realize that while you were learning these qualities, you were also learning meditation? Thinking about the Supreme Buddha's qualities is one of the meditations he encouraged us to do. As a meditation, it works really well to make our minds calm and concentrated. Supreme Buddhas are unique in the world because they're the only ones to have all of these qualities that we're going to think about right now. Remember, that's the quality we learned today, Bhagava. So, close your eyes and sit quietly. Try not to move so that our minds can become still. Now, think in this way.
My great teacher, Gautama Buddha, eradicated passion, hatred and delusion. Supreme Buddha, realize the 4 noble truths without anyone's help. Without anyone's help. Supreme Buddha eradicated the desire for seeing forms, eradicated the desire for hearing sounds, eradicated the desire for smelling odors, eradicated the desire for tasting flavors, eradicated the desire for touching tangibles, eradicated the desire for thinking thoughts. In this way, the great teacher, Supreme Buddha, is an Arahant. Supreme Buddha, realize the 4 noble truths without anyone's help. Achieve true happiness. In this way, the great teacher is a Samma Sambuddha. Supreme Buddha saw the passing away of other beings. Supreme Buddha recollected past lives, saw the passing away of other beings, purified the mind from all taint, developed great virtue, concentration and wisdom. In this way, the great teacher is Vijjacharana Sampanno. Supreme Buddha followed the noble path and achieved true happiness, obtained the final goal, achieved Nibbana. In this way, the great Buddha is Sugato. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, understood all worlds and escaped from all worlds. In this way, the great Buddha is Lokavidut. Supreme Buddha tamed others' mind with supernatural powers by reading others' mind, by preaching the Dhamma, became an incomparable teacher. In this way, the great Buddha is Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati. Supreme Buddha became a great teacher for gods and humans. In this way, the great Buddha became a Satta Deva Manusanang. Supreme Buddha taught the sublime Dhamma without holding anything back. In this way, the great Buddha is Buddha, is Buddha. My great teacher, Gautama Buddha, obtained these unique qualities, became a Bhagava. My great teacher, Gautama Buddha is a Bhagava, 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 Bhagava. The Buddha is my refuge. The Dhamma is my refuge. The Sangha is my refuge. There is no other protection than the protection of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
It was great to spend time with you today. We hope that you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. So there was a word in the sermon today that got used a few times, the word unique. Do you know what that means? Could you figure it out? Unique means that there's nothing else like it in the world. So if you had a unique hair color, you would have a hair color that no one else had. Now, there was also that other word at the end that he used, Satpurisa. Do you remember how he defined that? The Buddha explained it in many different ways, but today in the sermon we learned Satpurisa is a person who has Shraddha, who has faith in the Supreme Buddha's enlightenment. Now let's share merits. Today, we've done many wholesome things by body, speech, and mind. We've gone for refuge, you've taken the precepts, we've listened to a sermon on the Bhagava quality of the Supreme Buddha, and we practiced meditation. So, may all heavenly beings, may all of our teachers, our relatives, our friends, rejoice in this merit, and may they soon experience the supreme bliss of Nibbana in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.